Wildcat Bunkhouse fifth wheel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Eyeballing it and looking at similar models. This is somewhere between a 28 to 30 foot floor plan, just depends on exactly how it measures out. And this, kind of continues a long trend of Wildcat RVs I've seen come in on trade, all of which are generally in pretty good working order. They must be doing something right down at that factory, because every one of these I see come in is in pretty good shape. Then again, the people who owned this before did a pretty good job taking care of it. They kept up on their maintenance. It was stored outside, and you can tell that by some of the sun fading on the stickers, but they did a good job of making sure their sealants were all up to date, their roof was properly maintained. You can kind of spy just the tip of a max air cover right here, and you'll see one of those over the bedroom fan, or the bathroom fan, and the living room ceiling vent. They took some preventative measures to keep this thing in good shape. The skin's not all chalky, so they must have made sure it stayed washed and cleaned a couple times a year. All your seals look pretty good. None of those are super weather checked. All in all, not a bad camper. Ooh, I just spotted Jowlacy windows. That is something that's harder and harder to find. Jowlacy windows are nice because when they tilt open, they have a natural cover from rain, so you can keep this window open in the rain a little bit. Same with this little one over here. As compared to slider windows, which you find more commonly, slider windows are nice because you can get a big opening and lots of airflow, but you can't use them at all in the rain. They're both really cool for different reasons. A lot of folks, though, are really, they ask all the time, man, can I get those windows that flip open from the bottom? And that's a big deal. Pretty good size awning on here, probably 16, 18 foot. Plenty of space for a picnic table, a little patio fun space. I like that there's no slides on the door side of the trailer here. It means that you don't lose any of your patio space. Those big triple slide fifth wheels are really nice because, man, they're big inside, but you also take a big chunk out of your camping patio space. Now, here in the living room, you'll see a couple upgrades. This is definitely, it was, well built, I guess, is, well equipped. Fold out hide-a-bed right here, and the freestanding table instead of a booth is nice. It's a little easier for everyone to get around the table. And notice your windows here. You have both valances and lambrequins to give you full privacy. When these shades are down, nobody can see into your fifth wheel, so if you've got a little nosy neighbor, they can nose right out of your business. They can't see in your camper, and they'll get bored and they'll go away. Pretty bright on this side. Sorry about that. Hopefully when I turn around the other way, you'll have a better look at that furniture. There we go. And I like that this does not have that really deep, dark woodwork that is so prevalent nowadays. This nice, light mid-tone. It's just a very warm, welcoming feel to it. And check out the size of this thing here. Normally, most camper sinks, this is the big sink, and then you have one half this size. On this one, you have a double size sink and then a normal size sink. This is huge. It's literally double the normal sink size that you'll find. Also, a bigger 22-inch oven instead of a smaller 16-inch. It just allows for some bigger cooking. And if you don't cook, it's a bigger storage box. No big deal. The folding stovetop cover here, this is going to act like extra countertop space. So when you're not cooking, you can use this entire thing like countertops. If you're making sandwiches for everybody, you can lay everything right out. And these bigger, thicker covers, you see, they don't slide around, they stay in place. That's really nice too. When you're going to your campsite, it's like a rolling earthquake in here. Stuff bounces around. A lot of the cheaper, flimsy sink covers that just sit on top of the sink tend to fall down. I mentioned to you before, but this vent also has that max air cover on it. I've actually left the vent open so you could see it from inside here. I also like to show you, this is pretty much free of debris. This is not all cluttered with all kinds of dirt and junk. These people kept this camper pretty nice. I like to point out the good and the bad with you. And this is really just cosmetic. Something bumped that wall right there. And it's not a full puncture, but it's there. You deserve to know about it. You're going to spend a bunch of money. I want you to know what you're getting for it. I like this big pantry right here. This it's pretty deep too. Just to give you an idea, you can put full boxes of cereal and everything in there. You can fit a lot of mac and cheese in that cabinet. And a lot of bunkhouse fifth wheels don't have anywhere to put food other than just the refrigerator. if you don't have anywhere to put food, how do you feed all the people that sleep in this bunkhouse? Speaking of which, this is what I call a wraparound bunkhouse. For obvious reasons, it wraps around here. What's kind of nice about it, it's very space efficient. You can get a lot of sleeping space with a minimal length in a rig like this. What is also interesting is this is one of the few I've seen that has a little bit bigger. This is like a full-size lower bed with a single upper bed. And that's kind of nice. Normally you just get two singles. The little bit of offset that you see right here, it's just a little bit easier for the kids to sort of climb themselves up. And notice that we have windows for both bunks, as well as this rear wall, which is overlooking the kids' own entertainment center. You can see, again, big, deep storage pocket space here. The kids have their own little wardrobe closet right here, so if we have some hanging stuff, we can put it in there. And you have 4 of these big, deep drawers in here. So, a exceptional amount of storage space in a wraparound bunkhouse as compared to a conventional bunkhouse. I would wager that these folks had recovered these chairs at one point, because these things look brand new. These might be all new chairs even. Because looking at it, I think this woodwork is slightly different from that. Whatever the case may be, they obviously put some money into it, and it doesn't look like they ever used them after that. So you're going to get the advantage of a little bit of new furniture here. Even the hide-to-bed sofa. I mean, even if you look at this thing is not beat down and wore down. This is in really nice shape. So they obviously use this camper, my guess would be, just to sleep in, and then they went out and they did their adventuring. Which I think a lot of people would agree is kind of the way, it should be. If you're living in a fifth wheel, that's obviously different. But if you're just camping, go outside. Otherwise, why did you leave the house? Nice TV they left in here, too. Concert tone entertainment system. This is AM/FM. Looks like this is also a cassette player, a little bit older. However, it does have an... no, that's a headphone jack. I don't see an auxiliary input jack on this one. Not a big deal. Little stereos are not hard to add to campers anymore. So you can always maybe add in an auxiliary input to something like that if you were really concerned about it. Central air and heat is nice though. That'll keep this thing pretty comfortable pretty much anytime the parks are open. And this extra storage up here, wardrobe and dresser space up in mom and dad's area, is exceptionally nice. You have 8 of these big dresser drawers, followed by an extra closet. Now this is all in addition to the wardrobe space that you have up by the bed. So what's nice is you can hang stuff on top, and you can still use this like a shelf below, because very few things that you hang are going to actually hang down that low. So if you have like a little broom or vacuum or something, you could keep those in here as well. Something Forest River has always been excellent about is giving you a big usable sink in your bathroom, and that's something I appreciate. If you've ever gone camping and you don't have something like that, it's so annoying. And though it's a little bit unsightly, I wanted you to see this. This is a brand new, still in the package mattress. My estimation looking at that is whatever these folks bought, they kept their original bed and they swapped the two. So this used fifth wheel has a brand new, never before slept on bed. Pretty cool. And again, the cover right here above the bedroom does have one of those air covers on it, so you can keep that open pretty much any time. Even the TV shelf here in this Wildcat is bigger than what you tend to find in most fifth wheels. That's what I like about these. Everything's just a step bigger or better. And that's probably why I've seen so many of these used Wildcats come in really nice shape. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Trades, financing, hitching, parts, accessories. We can do it all. One-stop, easy shopping experience for you. 800-256-5196. Thank you, everybody. Happy camping.